Describe the experiences that you had during the height of the civil rights movement.
Sure. There were many, even though I was a young child born in the 60s, but I can recall vividly when, as a school age child, me and my two cousins attended the same school, and we would have to take the bus to school each morning. And some mornings, it just depends on what mood the bus driver was in. He'd just drive right past us as if we were not standing there. And we would just stand there in disbelief, and we'd turn and look like, well, maybe he's going to stop just maybe a little further up. And he didn't, and we would see all of the children that were already on the bus. They were just looking back like dismayed, like, what just happened? And he would do that on more than one occasions. And when that happened, if we couldn't get a neighbor to take us to school, we did have a neighbor whose child attended the same school we did. She would be kind enough to take us. And but if not, we would just have to spend the day at home because my mom would be at work and my cousin's mom were already at work. And and I remember I had a brother and sister who were a little older than I was, and they always talk about experiences that they had, and especially my sister worked in a restaurant. The owners were cousins that came to America or their family members by way of Greece, and she worked there. Was a good worker from what she told me, but she couldn't eat at the front counter, nor could she even sit in the lounge part of the restaurant. And when she reported to work, she would have to enter through the back door along with all the other African Americans that worked there. And this particular day, she and a friend, she was a teenager, she and a friend decided that they were going to go to the restaurant, enter through the front door, and sit at the counter and order a meal. And they proceeded to do so. And of course, the workers knew exactly who they were. And they asked them, what are you doing? Don't you can get in trouble for this? So, of course, they went and got the manager. The manager came out and called her by her name and said, what are you doing? You can't. She told him, said, so I can work here, but I can't eat here. And he told her that she couldn't. And she quit that day because she wanted him to tell her to her face that she could work there, but she couldn't eat there. And as the feisty teenager she was, that was her last day at the restaurant. But that's just one of many that I have and recall, my brother, my sister had. Uh, During the civil rights movement, and I could say more, but that's what I have for right now.